Hello everyone, and welcome to this, my countdown from my worst to best of all the Thomas and Friends movies. I've been asked by a couple of users and subscribers on YouTube to do this video, so I thought I'd do it. Here is my top 12 from worst to best. So if we go down to the bottom here, so at the very back, my least favourite is Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Just don't like anything about this film, other than maybe Diesel 10 and Lady. There's just nothing about this that I like. It's very American in its style. It doesn't really capture the magic of why Thomas and Friends was such a popular series prior to this movie. I just don't like anything about it, and the acting in it is absolutely appalling. The next one, at number 11, is Misty Island Rescue. Basically, I can't stand Bash, Dash or Ferdinand. I didn't like them in series 14 and beyond, and I certainly didn't like this feature-length special. I just thought it was not very good. The concept was quite nice, but the actual story and execution was just rubbish. The next one, Hero of the Rails, the first CGI feature-length special. It's not that it's bad, it's just I just didn't really like elements of this story, and there are just, for me, better stories than this one. Next one, so 12, 11, 10. At number 9 is The Great Discovery. It's a good story, and it's quite a good little adventure. I just wasn't very keen on Pierce Brosnan's narration. I thought he was very softly spoken, and he didn't really add very much to the dynamic of the story. Just not really a massive fan of this story, but I still enjoyed it. Next one is the second feature-length movie of Thomas and Friends, and I quite like this one, Calling All Engines. It's not the most complex story of the feature-length specials, but what I like about it is it feels just like an episode from series 8 or 9, but just that bit longer, with a few nice little songs in there as well. And next up we have Day of the Diesels. This was the first CGI film that I actually liked, because obviously Hero of the Rails and Misty Island Rescue I was not a big fan of. But yeah, Day of the Diesels I did really quite enjoy. It was nice that Percy was the sort of star of the film, as Percy has not featured in the CGI series as prominently as he had in the classic series. So yeah, it was quite nice, quite interesting. Next one up is Blue Mountain Mystery. Really like this, as it introduced the narrow gauge engines again. Like the new characters like Luke and Millie. And yeah, it's quite a nice little story. Not the greatest story, but it was quite interesting. It was quite nice, and also the sort of memories of the earlier series came up in this story. So really like that one. And now we're into my 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's now my top 5. And at number 5 is Tale of the Brave. Really good, really strong story. Really enjoyable, great adventure. Yeah, really like it, and this is one that I definitely like returning to. At number 4 is the latest Thomas and Friends movie to come out, The Great Race. Really nice story. I didn't think I was going to enjoy this. Yes, it's a bit over the top, and it's a bit it's a bit Americanized in a way, but it's a lot of fun. Nice lot of humour in it, which Thomas and Friends has always had. It's had a good sense of humour, and that definitely returns in this story. It's very interesting to see the Flying Scotsman, which is of course Gordon's brother, and it feels like more like a Pixar Thomas film, this one, but really enjoyed it. Really, really good. And at number 3 is the first feature film to be produced by Arc Productions, and also the first to be narrated by Mark Morahan, King of the Railway. Really like this story, really strong, really strong story, a lot of fun, and yeah, it had that feel of the classic series again, and this was the sort of start of that, so I really enjoyed that. At number 2, biased as I might be, it is The Adventure Begins, purely because of nostalgia. I just really like the classic Railway series books recreated here for a feature-length special. It was done very faithfully, but it was also done for the younger fans to really enjoy as well as the older fans. Nice balance. And although these stories had already been done in the classic series, I really loved this. I thought it was really, really good. And number one, my favourite Thomas and Friends movie, as you probably already guessed, as you can see it all on the shelf along there, is Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. Really like this story. It was the return of some of the railway series characters and TV series characters that hadn't appeared on CGI up to this point, like Donald and Douglas and Daisy. It was introducing for the first time the miniature engines, Bert, Mike and Rex from the railway series, and never been on the TV series, so it was really nice to see them. And the story is really great, and of course we have the voice acting of the late great John Hurt as well. Really nice adventure, really interesting story, and it was just great. So yeah, Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure is definitely so far my favourite Thomas and Friends feature-length movie, although the top 5 are all brilliant for me. Really, really good. And I hope with the next feature-length special we get another great story. And it'll be really interesting to see which angle they go with for a storyline. So that was it. That was my top 12 of the Thomas and Friends movies. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you agree with my list, please let me know in the comments. If you don't, give me your reasons, give me your lists, and tell me what you like about these films or what you don't like about these films. So there we are, and we've got the complete collection series along here. And just to let you know, Series 18, there's the 4 DVDs there, but it has been confirmed from someone who I spoke to who is in the know that the complete Series 18 DVD will be released in June in the UK. So that would be great to have that, as that's my favourite CGI series other than Series 20, but we won't be getting Series 20 for a long while yet. So there we go. So don't forget, like, subscribe, share and comment, and I will see you folks on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.